Hello again, Tom, the well-traveled American. Once again, my little preamble here, just in case you haven't heard it before. Lifelong Republican, former Marine, rang doorbells for Nixon, still a Republican committeeman. If a organization doesn't police its own, the outsiders will do the policing for them. And that's something you probably don't ever want to have. Okay, during Vice President Vance's speech on the final day of the Turning Point USA's annual America Fest conference in Phoenix, December 21, which was just yesterday, he said the following. He spoke about the Trump administration's accomplishments and beliefs. Quote, "We help older Americans in retirement, older by ending taxes on Social Security, because we believe in your father and your mother, rather than shipping all that money off to Ukraine." Well, I guess I'm going to have to do some policing. It's time for JD's math lesson. Are you paying attention, JD? It's not hard. Ukraine received about $43.5 billion, half of which was spent in the United States to build and replace old stock, new stock with to replace the old weapons that were sent to Ukraine with new stock, which leaves approximately 21.75 billion that was actually shipped off to Ukraine. This was for 4 years, so once again, divide by 4. That's just short of 5.5 billion for each year. You keeping up there, JD? I know it's tough. In fiscal year 2024, which is the last reporting year, the top recipients of U.S. foreign assistance, distributed funds, were that the Ukraine received $6.5 billion. Israel received $6.8 billion, which means they received more than Ukraine. But that's not all. Jordan received $1.74 billion. Ethiopia received $1.31 billion. Democratic Republic of Congo received $1.25 billion. And other such notable countries, such as, let's see here. I don't know. Nigeria, Somalia, South Sudan, Kenya, Mozambique also received billions for their countries. Now, I understand that we have a special relationship with Israel, but just why in the hell are we giving all sorts of money to Mozambique? I mean, what's the special interest there? Sudan? Really? Okay. JD didn't mention anything about those countries. In fact, he didn't mention anything about any countries. Strictly a Ukraine issue. Obvious bias towards Ukraine. Yeah, obvious bias. I just got to ask, what's the problem here? Were you scared by a Cossack when you were a child? Do you hate white people? Did your mother date a Ukrainian and it didn't go well? Your obvious bias to Ukraine is completely ridiculous. Your statements are equally ridiculous and harmful to Western democracy. Here's some more math. Math lesson not quite over yet. Not done. Just a little more. So here it is. You want to win the election in 2028 and become president? You're going to need electoral votes. And you're going to need Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is critical. Pennsylvania is, and has been for the last 3 cycles, on a knife edge. So you're going to need those votes in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania has a huge diaspora of Ukrainians. Those Ukrainians and their voting relatives are far more numerous than the margin of Donald Trump's last victory. So, that's your math lesson for today. Pay attention. It's not hard. You want to win in 2028, you're going to have to win Pennsylvania. In order to win Pennsylvania, it's really not advisable to piss off a huge chunk of the population, namely Ukrainians, with your mindless attacks on Ukraine. Unless you're receiving money from Moscow to peddle their propaganda, I don't understand what your issue is. And one last thing. Buy a razor. Learn how to use it. You look like a brainless liberal derelict with that beard. No self-respecting Republican looks like that. That'll do for tonight. I think that's enough. Thank you, and good night.